we go? Yep, we're live.
We're live.
Yeah.
Excellent. Hey folks, welcome to a live unboxing for TechRadar for the AMD Ryzen 9 Threadripper processors. I'm Joe Osborne for TechRadar, and behind the camera right now, who will soon be in front of the camera, we have Kevin Lee, also for TechRadar, both of us for our computing section. And this here is the Threadripper 9 box. And little do you know that two tiny chips that fit in the palm of my hand are in this giant case. So we're gonna give it a rip, if you will, and see what's inside. So let's see here. Kevin could
You might want to put it down.
Be an assistant here.
Oh, okay.
This is quite a set of 4 mounts here. There we go. We got two. Look at that. And there we are. And I will present to you thusly the Threadripper 1950X and 1920X. 16 and 12 cores respectively in this super neat packaging. Maybe a little excessive for a processor, but there you have it. So we're gonna pull these guys out of their packaging. Let's see how this works here.
There's also a little plaque for
us,
labeled TechRadar.
Yes, quite a bit of pomp and circumstance here. But you know, when you're releasing your biggest product of the year, I guess I can't blame you. So, however, these are in there.
They're really nice there.
Yeah, like Fort Knox as well. Perfect. Ooh, backlit underneath. Will you look at that? They lit the case, guys. They lit the case inside. They are very serious about Threadripper 1920 and 1950X. This here, ooh, unlock the power, of course. Not like a little hyperbole. All right, I've unlocked the power, and let's see how that works. Oh, rip here, guys. Get it? We're gonna ride that. We're gonna ride that pun all the way home this morning. For those of you joining us in the UK, of course, this afternoon, and in Australia, sometime tomorrow morning, if I'm not mistaken. So, lots of foam. You can see it inside. I'm gonna get there eventually. I believe what I'm opening. I believe this is the 1950X right here, the big guns. 16 cores. How many threads is that, Kevin?
For the 1950X?
32 threads, right?
32 threads, 16 cores. Yep.
16 cores. All right. There's some salt. Here's the box. So the box within a box. It's a Matryoshka doll here of boxes for the Threadripper. Oh, here we go. And there it is. Just comes right out. Thankfully, it's in this incredible case. Otherwise, something bad would have happened. Put that there. And it looks like unless that's some sort of promotional sort of thing. That's a very large die. No?
Yes.
Very large.
It's actually 2 dies side by side. So you have basically 8 cores on one die, 8 cores on another die.
Right.
And they're stuck together with an infinity fabric.
Infinity fabric.
AMD calls.
Forgive me, guys, for the folks at home. I'm coming in sight unseen. I've been following the news up until the release. However, this is my first time with it. We had Kevin out in California last week to check them out, and hence us being here. So, Kevin, what else can you tell me about this as I finagle with this mousetrap of a casing for this chip?
So on top of what the processor brings, this chipset brings 64 PCIe lanes, as well as a quad channel memory support for up to, I believe, 1 terabyte of RAM.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not excessive or anything.
What else about it? So inside the box, there's also a there should be a water cooling bracket. Oh yeah, there's. Can you let
this?
Yeah. So it doesn't
water cooling bracket.
So AMD doesn't sell Threadripper with a liquid cooler as we thought, but it does come with this ratchet screwdriver that you'll use to mount the processor. Here's also the here's a water cooling bracket that you can use to basically attach most water coolers as long as they're based on the Aztec. It's something. It's common. It's a common water cooler. I forgot the name now, but it's pretty common.
I'm sure that's in our AMD Ryzen 9 Threadripper hub article you can find on techradar.com. Can't expect this to it gets woolly with the details, especially in this field. I think I've opened this correctly. That's a good. He says with confidence. There we go. Boom.
Okay.
It's here.
Yeah.
The Threadripper cometh. There it is, guys.
Unlike most processors, which just come there, this one actually comes in a little holder that I'm not gonna take it out.
We still have to test this, guys. So
it's going to mess it up.
This is the unit we will be testing. So
yeah. So essentially, it comes in a little holder that you'll use to put the processor in and help you mount it. Okay, we should be back. I think we're back.
And we're live again. All right. So, excuse us, guys, for the technical trouble. We're back live now. We're told from home base. What you might have missed, what we were talking about, is the fact that this is a unique die, right, and unique size. You're going to need a new motherboard if you're going to use this processor. So, can you run us through again what new purchasers are going to have to go through in order to get this chip into their system?
Yeah, so you guys are going to need a new motherboard because essentially this processor is so fat, as it were, fat with a PH. It'll sit in your new motherboards like that. So this actually relies on a new TP3 socket, which is a modified version of AMD server products, which are on a SP3 socket.
Okay.
And essentially what this product is a server grade processor made into a consumer grade product now. And so for now there's not really any applications that really like fully utilize this.
Right.
But there are like video editors where you'll be able to fully utilize all the cores.
Right.
You'll just chew through as much resources you can give them.
Which look, dude, 4K, like it's
4K, 8K.
16. It's starting to kick off. At least with the 4K, you're starting to see way more stuff like that on Netflix and all various apps that you stream to various set-top boxes. All IMAX is filmed in 4K, right? You're getting a 4K picture, whether it's super sampled or not. You're watching a 4K film when you go to the theater or the cinema. So yeah, I think we're gonna see this get a lot of play. If not this, then the professional grade versions of this chip that we're going to see soon, in a similar vein to the Vega Pro chips that released ahead of the actual Vega. So you're going to see this tech get used a lot in the next year. So this different MOBO, is that different from, because I know that AMD just went up in chipset, right, recently.
Yeah.
2 years, something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, there's a new AM4 chipset, which we're using now for Ryzen.
And this is different from that.
Yeah.
Right.
This
so
is more expensive.
Yeah. So I sure hope you didn't buy a Ryzen 7 or 5. Those folks are probably, there's few and far between. They're like, oh shucks, I bought a Ryzen 7, now I gotta get that 9.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there are folks like that that'll just buy in perpetuity.
Just
right?
to reiterate the price,
Yeah,
you're talking about like 1,000 to 800 to 549. 549 is probably the best entry route.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't need all that like 12 core above 8 cores. Like 8 cores is already a lot.
Yeah.
And you'll pretty much have like the 64 PCI lanes. So that means that you can have like 4 Crossfire Vega 64 RX Vega 64 GPUs at the same time. I mean, you could have like two NVIDIA cards because that's all they're supporting right now, and then like a bunch of SSDs, PCIe M.2 SSDs.
I mean, that's overkill, right? I mean, unless I'm living in a McMansion and I have a home theater system that's powered by a PC with 4
Some people
Crossfire
all that power.
Yeah,
it's mainly for YouTubers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are. And yes, we will be testing this in earnest post haste. But let's just check it. Do we have anyone in the chat have any questions about this thing we can answer?
Let's check the comments. Well, one question is the TDP. So this is a 100 and
Oh, right.
I think it's 100.
That's another consideration.
180 watt.
All right. So not only we have to buy a new motherboard for this guy, you might have to buy a new power supply. 180 watt. What does a Vega run you generally on TDP? What do you think? Or so, what is sort of the ceiling here? We talking like someone's getting 1,000 watt?
Yes, actually. I was just talking to AMD over the weekend.
Oh.
And I was like, our test bench has a 750 watt power supply.
Which for those of you at home, that's a beefy power supply. That's ready for a lot of components.
Most modern computers are pretty energy efficient, especially Kaby Lake and Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
They're both designed to be very power efficient. In terms of like power supplies, we've seen like 500 watt,
right,
or something like that.
Right. I have a 500 watt in my little dinky mini ITX at home to kind of frame it for you guys. So you're going to need to do a lot. You're going to need to accommodate a lot for introducing this part into your system.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to you to decide whether that's worth the cost.
Yeah. So you definitely want at least 1,000 watts for this, and also probably a liquid cooler.
Right.
Just because it generates so much heat.
Right. Absolutely. Do you have any other tips, Kevin, for people that might be interested in picking this guy up, and then we'll talk about when people can get their hands on it.
Let me think. Pretty much that's it.
Prepare your wallet.
Prepare your wallet. Brace your loins because you're going to be spending a lot.
Hope they offer financing options for this guy.
Maybe like the Service Plus Pro plan.
Right. Yeah. Hey, look, man. Look, everything. Hardware as a service, software as a service. Everything's a service now. I would not put it past anyone to start doing subscription pricing on components. Yeah, so we'll see. So in terms of release date, Kevin, and then I think we'll wrap this up for you guys, and then we'll get to testing this. When can people expect?
So these will be released on August 10th.
Okay.
These two, the 1950 and 1920X,
Mm-hmm.
and then the 1900X will ship on August 31st.
Okay.
And then of course Vega is coming. Vega will come on the 14th of August. They're pretty good, and they offer 1080p. NVIDIA GTX 1080 equivalent, maybe a little bit lower power.
Right.
For a decent amount less.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much for educating me and helping me unbox this monstrosity. We have a lot of moving parts to clean up now. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on testing these guys in time for a review next week. Is that right? So
the review will go up August 10th.
So keep it locked to Tech Radar on August 10th for our full review and critique on both the AMD Ryzen Threadripper 1950X and the 1920X. Until then, I'm Joe Osborne for Tech Radar.
I'm Kevin Lee for Tech Radar.
And thank you for watching.
All right.
Take care, guys.